Hey guys, welcome back to dezandfoxplay. I am Dez, and this is Home. So we awoke in a mansion. We were injured, and we found dead bodies. And now we're wandering through some weird facility. We found a security tape, and we're gonna play it now. See what. Oh no, the video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been two men. Well, I mean, obviously one killed the other one. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. Okay, but there's so many other tapes there that you could check. So many other tapes you could check. Guess when you feel like you're running for your life, you're not going to be very logical. Okay. So, I got some more information. I'm not going to go wandering through a ventilation shaft, so I'm not going to crawl through that door, so we're going to go up this ladder now. I cursed the weight of the gun as I hobbled up the ladder. Would I really need it, or was there some other reason for wanting to carry it around? The thought of that videotape still haunted me. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those newspaper clippings away in that locked room? I could go no further up on the ladder and, thumbing the latch above me, finally found my escape. The stench of that sewer finally abated, and I could smell old, damp pine trees. Is the game over? No, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So now I'm in like a fenced area. Alright, I'm leaving the gate. Okay, am I in a prison? There's a ladder up. An arrow pointing this way. A heavy padlock barred the rust-covered door. I tried the keyring out from the sewers, but none of the keys worked. Didn't think I'd be able to get through, and I didn't feel strong enough to climb the fence. Alright, touche. I was going to make a comment about the fence, but... see... Now I want to go up the ladder first, but we're going to go here... Yeah, okay, that looks like it's going to be an exit of some sort. So let's go back up that ladder. There it is. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yeah. Popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Yeah, because I want to get a view. I want to climb up, take a look at the area, see if I can get a good view and see what's going on, like see where I am. Ooh. Looks like something happened up here. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Oh yeah, if you think it's yours. The wallet was missing its contents, including any cards or ID. It was worn but light. It made carrying the gun around seem more awkward. Where are my driver's license and credit card? Weird. Did I put this up here? Or was somebody else carrying it? What is going on? Man, it's really sounding more and more like I'm regretting carrying the gun. And it's coming to a point where I think, like in-game, once I escaped this fenced area, I would probably like drop the gun and take off. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map that I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had been... And those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled, got it, notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. I almost wished I had paid more attention to those crazy scribblings. Maybe I would have been less nervous about entering that dark forest. Dang it, I chose not to take them. What is this? Oh, that's... Okay, before we take that little forest path... Got it, there's another one. Okay, those are dead ends. Let's go ahead and take the first one again. Oh man, I feel like you can get lost so easily here. Trampled in the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. Brushed it off, surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes, of course. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Okay. Okay, I don't want to take that path before I explore this. Gosh, this is going to be such a maze. I know it is. Is this the same place? Nope, this is a whole new place altogether. The worn picnic table stood within a circle of trees like an altar. It was covered in faint markings and carvings from who I assumed were previous campers and hikers. I read some of the names and notes on the table's surface. Rytron, Kumar, Uncle Phil, Henry, Daniel, David, Jenny. Seemed like the table had seen a lot of use over the years. I wonder what the weird, like, capitalizations, if they mean anything, what they're all about. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? No, not yet. And that darkness didn't seem wise to try. Maybe there was another option. Alright, let's go back. So, my credit card, my wallet, like, a lot of my personal stuff is lying around the place. Gosh, I'm trying to, like, piece all these, or, like, put this whole puzzle together, but it's so confusing. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Oh, yeah, so I can't get around. Ooh, something rustling in the grass. That's less creepy when you're in the forest. That's kind of expected. The cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. Ooh, I wonder if this is my campsite, though. 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Whoever was here left this place in a hurry, but why? There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Was someone else out in those woods? Why did they abandon their campsite? Oh my gosh, there are so many paths. Where's my driver's license? That's all I want to know. Where is my driver's license? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get lost so much. Okay, I'm back here. So let's go back here. There's one to the right, and that's it. And there's one to the left, and that's it. Let's take the one to the left. Alright. Oh, a lot of trees, a lot of rustling. What is this? There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yeah, heck yeah. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after warm page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. That is the list that we could only make out little pieces of. Ooh, because remember I said the first thing? I said Heather. Okay. Rachel, her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Oh my gosh. Rachel! Okay, so we went to the one to the left. Now we got to go back to the one on the right. Okay. Oh, we got around. No, no, don't, no. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna listen to those things right now, and we are going to go this way right now. Okay, nothing over here. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. That must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Good. Let's keep going. I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Yes, that's true. We are not going to go look at the old dilapidated house. There's no reason to do that. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me led. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean. And where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was still less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? Okay, so much it was still fenced off. So this is almost like a choose your own adventure type game. Like, the only real like decisions you're making are just yes or no's, and so I kind of like it. This is fun. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. It's never just the wind, dude. Okay. So, there's no reason to go in the machine. I found dead bodies. Like, I need to go tell the police. You guys are all probably screaming. You want me to explore everything, but I'm in character. This is so bad. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Oh my gosh. I saw the blunt wound on the guard's head and looked again at the flashlight I was carrying. Oh no, please. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yes, okay, it's mine, so I'm gonna take it. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have to go into the plant, looks like. Why is there not just like an exit? Like, why is that not a thing? One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Old work clothes had been picked through, and a few photos and notes had been ripped off the door and spread around. Got a door down here, switches. There's a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and the cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't retrieving power. Okay. Let's do this. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted on the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." Okay. Strike 2. Let's go upstairs. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. Our old brake table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. Looked like some beer bottles had been used on the table recently. I wondered, was that guard using this as a break room of his own? The board contained yellow clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes from the guys that worked here. One of them was Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would get lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about me. We're getting so much information, and I know that like some of it doesn't apply and some of it definitely does. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yep. We're going to go through those other doors. Open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped on the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable. That woman's photo. I knew I had to get back to Rachel to find out what happened. Power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yep. Ooh. Okay, so that one's green. The other one stayed red. So let's push that one again and see if that makes a difference. Still wasn't working. Did I try it again? Yep. There it is. Awesome. Shut tight. Rusty looking card slot on the side. Okay. So stairs. Let's head out to those stairs. I'm still like genuinely wondering why there isn't just a road like to get out of here. Why I'm not just running to the police. The door had been hastily boarded up. Okay, so that's not one I can break like the one with the tape. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented, like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. My head ached, and I recalled the last time Norman, Rachel, and I all had lunch together. Rachel seemed so much more at ease when we all hung out. Under the panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Nice. Utility shelf, crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yeah, because I bet you I could pry those boards off with that. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. So now I have like a gun, a hammer, wallet, all kinds of stuff. But I didn't take the knife. No need for the knife. Okay, first let's check the door over on the left, and then we'll go try and pull the boards off of the other door. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Yep. Slipped the key into my key card in my pocket. Let's turn this one on. Here we go. There we go. Okay, this one's still not working. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, now let's see if that hammer will help take the boards off of the other room over there. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I had removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Good call. We have a gun. We don't need the hammer. This was my locker, there in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. Oh, interesting. I left that there? It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I'd taken that picture home when the factory closed. Okay. Oh, interesting. What is going on? This room was nothing but bad memories. I'm so confused. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Maybe that guard outside caught him hiding up here. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, now back down to get through those doors. Okay, first this one. The door opened now that the power was back on. A rusted old regulator of some kind sat dusty and unused against the wall. Within the dust, there were deep scratches like from some kind of tool or blade. Interesting. Planks, tools, and broken up parts blocked any further passage. That factory was like a tomb now. It never got repaired, and we never came back. This dude's got like really noir metaphor. Another smudge of dirt similar to the one I found in those sewers was on the floor. It didn't look like the footprints were mine, but they were probably too faint to tell. What are these random noises? A large pile of building materials and debris blocked the way. The factory floor never did get the repairs they needed. We closed too soon for that to happen. Alright, so nothing much to see here. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. Okay. Hopefully we didn't take it from that security guard and then hit him with it. Wait a minute. They were exactly the same as the flashlight I was carrying. That's where I got my flashlight. Turned on over, looked at the bottom, judging by the label. It definitely could have come from that rack. Okay. Hopefully we didn't steal it from the security guard. Hopefully we just got it from this rack. Which begs the question, why were we in here? The stale scent of the old factory gave way to the brisk odor of pine trees and dirt. Again, tossing the U in odor. Why? I was back outside, though I wasn't sure if it was better or worse. The path beyond was dark, and my flashlight barely illuminated anything. I wonder if it had really been taken from the factory. If so, how did I get it? That poor guard. He was probably just doing his job. Maybe he knew what was going on in that boarded-up room. If he did, he wouldn't be telling that tale to anybody. I hope the path led back into town. I needed to find some help. Alright. Back into town. Oh, this must have been my car. A pickup had smashed into the guardrail and stood silent. Was this the truck that those newspaper clippings mentioned? Was there really a body found here too? Okay, wait. If there had been an accident long enough for there to be newspaper clippings, why is the truck still there? Took a close look at the tailgate, could see a series of dried streaks down its back. Inside the truck was dried blood and broken glass. I was surprised it hadn't been towed away yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. Okay, see, holes in the fence? Why is there not a road? How did the truck get there if it's only a hole in the fence? Did the truck drive through the hole in the fence? Like, how can I get out of here? Ah. Okay. Trash. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes, it's mine. I cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card in my wallet next to my credit card. Yay! Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Oh, great. Alright. Before we get inside to recover from the rain, we're going to call it an episode. So thank you guys for watching, for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this, and you guys are cool. We like you. See you later. Bye.